Now, a warning for you, shoppers in South Shields are having to cope with what many reckon is a growing menace. Greedy seagulls stealing from them.
The town's King Street has probably had gulls on it since it was built, but it seems that in the summer breeding season, the problem of them taking food from passers-by has got worse. Alistair Martindale has the story.
Lunchtime in South Shields, and someone's looking for a snack. But with not a crumb to be found, will it swoop on passers-by? Many locals say it's happening more and more.
They attack you when you try to walk down the street, and they follow the bin and just go a stuff or a sausage roll or something. This is horrible.
Terrible they are. If you had a sandwich in your hand, they would take it off you.
And what do you think should be done about it?
Shoot them all.
Some, though, don't mind.
Everybody should have a seagull. Should keep them at home. They're lovely.
So how bad exactly is the problem? Well, I've got a pasty and a paper, and I'm going to go and find out. Sitting down, I was happily left alone, but wandering around, well, that was a different story. Well, it didn't go for my pasty, but it certainly went for somebody's pasty, and that's exactly the problem. And the council say it's just normal, and every region has exactly the same issue. Well, which leaves me to enjoy this, I suppose. It's all a bit like a mini Hitchcock film.
Help me get the children into the house!
Now this is make-believe, but aggressive seagulls can shock you, even in the real world. Back in South Shields, there are no plans for a seagull purge, and so shoppers here are watching their backs and snacks, while the gulls, meanwhile, hunt beadily on. Alistair Martindale, ITV Tyne Tees, South Shields.
Yeah, watch out for your saveloys in South Shields then, in that case.
Yeah, it's not very nice though, is it? If someone nicked your sausage roll.
Yes, I wouldn't like my sausage nicked in the street, definitely.
No.
Right then. Should we do this next story?
Yes, let's carry on. How long do you think it would take you to read a 600-page novel? Now, it would take me at least 6 months, because every time I read at night, I don't know what you're like, but I always fall asleep reading.
You need some lessons from a Northumberland woman who can do it in considerably less than 1 hour. She is the fastest reader in the world, and Derek Proud has been to meet her to pick up some tips.
Just imagine being able to read this quickly. Those 2 pages took about 5 seconds. The woman with the remarkable skill is Anne Jones of Riding Mill in Northumberland.
Generally speaking, I can read 10 times faster than most people. Sometimes I'll read things at a much slower pace, and sometimes I'll read things at a fast pace. It really depends on what the purpose of reading is, and if I'm just reading something like a poem, I'll read it the same as everybody else.
Anne has won the World Speed Reading Championships 6 times.